And if Frost had stayed on the phone, he'd have told you some stories between him, the Uzi brothers, and even Booya tribe. He didn't mess with the Booya tribe too much, far as what I understand. You ever see the Booya tribe?
Of course, not too many people mess. Not too many people mess with them.
Booya tribe, them some big son of a guns, and they love some Wreckin Cru, man. They out of Carson, they love the Wreckin Cru, dude. We did a lot of shows with the Booya tribe, but Maury was notorious for getting money, and I'm gonna hold this money for you, and I'm gonna do this, and all of a sudden, you don't hear from him no more. I got a few stories between Frost, my boy Will Rock from the Uzi brothers, not to mention I think even Mello had a couple of issues with Maury, but we're not going to dwell on the negative. He's gone now, but I was warned against dealing with him by Etta. I was warned against dealing with Jerry Heller because him and Maury was partners. She gave me one of her old sayings, like, if dogs live in the same house, they all got the same fleas. Okay.
Mixing shit up, huh?
Yeah.
Dogs of a feather flock, lay down.
Yeah. So that's why I chose to go with Maury. Maury also had LA Dream Team. That's why I went with Jerry. Because Jerry had the other half. He had Egyptian Lover. He had Egyptian Lover, Wreckin Cru, and they got Eazy Dranium. And so then Maury had the Dream Team, Mellow Man Ace, Kid Frost, and the Uzi brothers. So between those two guys, they had pretty much everybody signed one way or another. But although they were partners, they didn't really do. I think they shared an office or something, man. Because I didn't really deal with Maury. I know him. I didn't really deal with him. And Jerry ended up doing a lot better than Maury did. And Maury died first. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I want to talk a little bit more about Jerry Heller and Maury Alexander in that sense, in a pioneer sense, and whether good, bad, and different, however anyone feels about either of those guys. But if there was no Jerry Heller or Maury Alexander, who would they have went to? Were there other options out there? Were there other managers? Was there even anyone messing with people like that? Talk to me about that.
In the early age of hip hop, nah, not really, man. There was nobody really. We didn't know anybody. We didn't know anybody. These guys came in from blues, R&B, and stuff like that. That's why Etta James knew Maury, because he was in the blues. He was a blues manager. So a manager was a manager. Don't make no difference. So these guys came in from a different genre, still had the same relationships. As music evolved, only thing changed is the place on the pressing plant. It's the same business. Whether it's blues, R&B, hip hop, or soul, it's the same business. So they just changed the music changed. They just changed the place on the press in the pressing plant, and they still ran the same basic games. Publishing, not paying people. The whole 9 yards. It was a regular playbook. Everything was a cookie cutter. It just was a matter of who you was gonna plug in that cookie in that cutter.
Okay. Did you always want to be in show business, Lonzo? Like, did you watch TV back in the day and tell yourself, "Oh man, I'd love to do that," or did you listen to music and tell yourself, "I'd love to sing like that one day"? Was that always your passion or plan?
I've always liked performing. I performed as a kid in my school plays and dance groups at school. And right now, if I hear Hugh Masekela grazing in the grass, I go back to the 5th grade. We had to do a whole little class thing. For Christmas. Every day we had to rehearse after school and learn this little dance to Grazing in the Grass, because that was my 5th grade teacher's favorite record, and she made us learn a dance routine to it. And I had to perform it in the auditorium for the Christmas play. Did it 2 years back to back. So yeah, I got used to that kind of stuff, man. But I never felt like I was a front person because I couldn't sing. I wasn't the best dancer, but I still. I was always attracted to the limelight, I guess you could say. Even when the Jackson 5 was hot as fish grease, man, I was about 13, 14 years old, and I bought a bass guitar, got a blowout, and we would dance in my buddy's backyard, singing to the girls in the in the house. They had a 2-story house. They would be in the windows watching us, and we back there doing all the Jackson 5 and the Osmond Brothers song, lip singing. We just lip singing. And yeah, I had a bass guitar. I thought I was Jermaine Jackson until he got crazy. And you know, it was something that I never learned to play the instrument. So when rap came along, it was like, hey, this is right up my alley. Hey, you ain't got to really carry a note. You can just kind of talk through it. Oh shit, let's do this. You know, and it was you know, it's like having a kid having a fantasy dream, man. Just something you want to try. I tried it. I liked it. It's like, you know, a kid wanted to be a ball player or a race car driver. I tried it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't think I want to do it. I would want to do it for a career. It's too iffy. It's too wishy-washy. It's not consistent. You know, and I don't like routine, but I do like consistency, and that's the difference. I know that sounds a little weird, but
that's definitely some Gemini shit right there.
Yeah.
That's definitely. Hey, you know what, Lonzo? You mentioned one of the Jacksons, and it just brought up a memory. I want to ask you. I remember Tito Jackson being a diss when I was a kid. Like, I never really understood the joke or looked into it, but why did everyone make fun of Tito Jackson specifically? Do you know that?
Good question, man. Tito was probably the most non-Jackson of all the Jacksons, okay? You know, Michael was the lead singer. Jermaine played the bass. Even Marlon, he was cool. Jackie was cool. He was actually always was the tallest one out of all of them till they started, you know, till they all got older. And Tito, he played the guitar, but he really, you know, he looked different. He didn't have that Jackson, he didn't have that Jackson strong look. You know, all the guys had a good look about him. I think Tito was probably the least of the ones that the girls liked. That's probably why he got married first. Okay, you could tell he was doing it because his brothers were doing it, and he wasn't really into it to be a front man and Jackie, he wasn't I'm sorry, Tito wasn't the best dancer. He stayed on step, but he only had maybe a couple of lines on any of the songs, if at all. Okay, if at all. He just didn't. I don't know. He always reminded me of Muhammad Ali. He just had that he didn't have that girl appeal that I thought because I never heard a girl in my life. Oh my God, Tito! It was always Michael, Jermaine, Jackie, Marlon. Tito was always the last one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was wondering if you knew something I didn't, but it sounds about right from what I remember. You mentioned the Playboy Mansion last week, I believe, in conversation, or the week before. But was there a black equivalent to the Playboy Mansion?
My house.
Oh shit! What's some freaky shit? Nah, you don't have to talk it into detail. But what type of explain to me?